Welcome to the Pharmacy and Poisons Board online video tutorials. In our today's tutorial, we are going to see how you register online as a practitioner and renew your practice license and your premises license. Welcome. The first step is to go to your browser, preferably Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. Visit our website www.pharmacyboardkenya.org. Once you go to our website, you'll see online services clearly marked. Click online services. It takes you to our portal page. Our portal page, you'll see trade in drugs and pharmacy practice. Since you want to renew your practice license and premises license, you click practice, pharmacy practice. This brings you to the practice homepage. At this point, we have students, institutions. These are training institutions like colleges and universities. We have practitioners. This is where you renew your practice license and premises license. And CPD providers. This is where people providing CPDs enter the details of your CPD earnings so that the same can translate into your requirements for annual renewal. At the moment, this one is not active. Since you renew a practice license and premises license, we can go straight to practitioner. When you come to practitioner, it asks you to enter your registration or enrollment number and password. Now, if you have an enrollment number or registration number and a password, you enter them here. But if you are new, you click new user registration, which is here. Once you click user registration, it takes you to this window. In this point, you select the cadre. We have pharmacist, pharm rep, and pharmtech. Now, the registration process and the process for accessing the system is the same for all the cadre. In our case, for the purposes of demonstration, we are going to use pharmacist. However, note that it's the same for pharm reps and pharmtech. The process is the same for pharm rep and pharmtechs. So I click pharmacist. If you're a pharm rep, you'll click pharm reps, that's a medical representative. And if you're a pharmtech, a pharmaceutical technologist, you click pharmtech. I've selected pharmacist. Now I'll enter my registration number. If you're a pharmacist, you enter your registration number here. If you're a pharmtech, you put your enrollment number. And if you're a pharm rep, you give the PPB ID that you are issued when you received your first card. In this case, I'm going to put number 2. That's my enrollment, my registration number. It is fictitious. There's no pharmacist with registration number 2. Then I'll put my ID number. This is the national ID number. If you are not a Kenyan and you don't have a national ID number, you must be having a work permit, which is also referred to as the alien ID. Now, that alien ID is one that you use. Make sure that the alien ID number has already been registered with the Pharmacy and Poisons Board prior to you using this system. If it has not, then you need to visit the board to register yourself afresh. So I'll put my ID number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe there's no Kenyan with an ID number like that one. Then I'll put my email address. This is the email address I expect to receive emails on. So I'll put G. It's important to note that your email address must be a valid email address, as this is the email address that the Pharmacy and Poisons Board will use to communicate with you. At that point, I'll click register. The system tells me at the top here that registration successful. Please check your email and click on the link sent to complete registration. I'll immediately go to my email. Since I'm using Google Chrome, I can open a new tab. And in this tab, I go to Gmail. When I go to Gmail, I'll log in the way I normally log into Gmail. It will open my email account. And inside it, I can see PPB Online Services Registration. It is important that if you don't see the email immediately, you may be forced to check your email in either spam or junk. If it is not in the inbox, it could be in the spam or the junk folders. The configurations are different for different emails like Yahoo, Hotmail, or any other email you might be using, but it is important to check your spam and the junk email. In this case, mine is in the inbox, so I click online services. When I look at the email, it tells me, thank you for registering for PPMB online services. Please click on complete registration below to access the services. At this point, I'll click complete registration. If you notice, it has been sent via info@pharmacyboardkenya.org. That is the official email for communicating with the board. However, different departments and directorates may have special emails for special purposes. So in this case, I'm going to click complete registration. Once I click complete registration, it brings me to my profile. As you can see in the profile, my registration number, which is 2, is there. My full names are test user 2. My registration date is 205 January the 3rd date, which must have been a Monday. My ID number is 123456789, and my birth date is 1957 January 1st, which also translates to be the day when the board was registered. My address is as follows, which is the official PPMB address. Now I'm going to add my phone details, which is +254 35621007. Sorry, I forgot the code for the city, which is 254 020 35621007. My email address that I used to receive the email is jimremy@gmail.com. Now, since I'm doing this one as a new user, you can see the instructions read, newly registered users, please create a new password. If you'd like to change the password, type a new one. Otherwise, leave this blank. Since I'm a new user, I'll put my new password. And then I'll confirm the password again. At that point, I'm through with editing my profile. It's good to notice on this other side, you only have profile, help, and logout. But after I click edit profile, notice something is going to happen. First, it's going to redirect me to my home page. Now it has redirected me to my home page. And now when we have profile alone and help and logout, now we have dashboard, profile, renewals, help and logout. My profile still takes me to the usual profile window, which is this one. Renewals is what we are coming to next. Facility allows me to add new facilities. But at this point, since we are not adding any facility and we have not registered ourselves or cleared, we can't add a facility. Then there is general information, frequently asked questions, and logout. Logout takes you out of the application. So in this case, we want to renew our annual practice license. I click renewal. When it renews, the first step is to ask me which year, and of course the year is 2015. Payment method, currently we have only M-Pesa. I'll put M-Pesa. Then it will ask me for my current facility. In this case, I will give you the facility where I am working or superintending. And in our case here, the facility is Pharmacy and Poisons Board. Once as I type, it appears at the bottom. Note, as I continue typing, different facilities, starting with the one with the letters PHAR, continue appearing. But as I continue typing, the list becomes smaller or larger until I'm only left with only one premises. It's Pharmacy and Poisons Board. I click Pharmacy and Poisons Board. Now, the system will ask me whether I'm the superintendent or not. In this case, let me take to be the superintendent for the sake of demonstration. I'll say yes. It will ask me for the directors. Quite a number of times, the directors could also be the superintendent could also be the director, or there could be other directors. In our case here, we earned a different director. In this case, the chief pharmacist and the registrar Pharmacy and Poisons Board. Once I do that, they may ask me to add more directors. I can continue adding more directors. Then it will ask, and I can add as many directors as I want to. Once I'm satisfied with the number of directors I wanted to add, remember those are just fictitious directors of some of the employees at Farmers and Poisons Board, I can now come now and add my previous licenses. In this case, previous licenses is previous manufacturer, wholesale, retail licenses, and also my previous practice license. So I'll come here and choose a file. Once I choose a file, it takes me to the folder where I store the files. In this case, I will select a file that I'm very sure is not very important, but will represent what I want. So I'll take the coat of arms of Kenya as my practice license. I'll double click it or click and open. Then I'll wait for it to fully upload. Once it is fully uploaded, it will tell me the file has been fully uploaded. Then it will ask me to upload PSK and KPA. This one is not required for FarmLabs. In this case, I'll just choose to upload. I'll be required, of course, to upload. And in this case again, I'll try to upload another file which is different. So I'll go to my documents. Let me just go to the desktop and upload a different kind of a file. Remember, these files are just for demonstration purposes only. I'll add another JPG, which was a screenshot I had done some time back. Again, I'll wait for it to upload. Error uploading. Please try again. Now, in case you see this error, it means the file could be very big, or the file may not be in the format that is easily uploadable. In that case, it's advisable you stick to files that can be uploaded. So I'll try as much as possible to look for a better file to upload. Let me try to see if I can upload a smaller file. I have to wait for it to upload. That file is also too big. So what do? I go back to the files that I'm very sure are okay. I'll get an active file, and I'll try a PDF this time around. And you can see the PDF are successfully uploaded. Once I'm through with all this, then I'm supposed to proceed and confirm and proceed. I'll click confirm and proceed. As you can see, it takes me to the payments window. On this window, some very important aspects occur. One is that you are given your invoice number. The invoice number is repeated quite a number of times to make sure you don't confuse. Point number one is this. The second point where the invoice number is repeated is this. Now, this is how your invoice looks like. Once you have mastered your invoice number, you go to make payments, and it will take you to the M-Pesa window. In the M-Pesa window, it then gives you instructions on how to pay. Step number one is to go to the M-Pesa menu on your phone. Select Pay Bill option. Enter the business number 826826. Then enter the invoice number that you are given as the account number under M-Pesa. Then put the total amount. It's good to note, if you are a manufacturer and you have a bill or invoice of the amount like the one that I have here of 95,000, M-Pesa only takes a maximum of 70,000 per transaction. Therefore, you'll be required to send two M-Pesa bill. You'll be required to pay the bill twice. First time you send 70,000 to the account number 4927, which is your account number. The pay bill number still remains 826,826. Then you will send the second amount of 25,000 to 826,826 with the same account number. I repeat, using the same business number 826,826, you will pay twice. The first one is 70,000 to 826,826 and the account number that you are given, and then 25,000 again to 826,826 with the account number that was given. Once that one has been confirmed, you have put your PIN, confirm details, and you send the money, automatically this screen here will disappear and will tell you have paid. After paying, you'll be given a chance to go and download your file. At the moment, we may not be able to demonstrate the payment here since I don't have a phone that can be seen on your screen. For any questions, please send your email to info@pharmacyboardkenya.org or practice@pharmacyboardkenya.org. You can also go to our website and look at the numbers which you can call. Thank you.